Isambard Kingdom Brunel was a British civil and mechanical engineer, and today is renowned as one of the most ingenious and prolific figures in engineering history, one of the 19th century engineering giants, and one of the greatest figures of the Industrial Revolution, who changed the face of the English landscape with his groundbreaking designs and ingenious constructions. But why is he commonly known by his full name, Isambard Kingdom Brunel? Is Isambard Kingdom Brunel only referred to like this because someone likes saying kingdom? Why isn't he known simply as Isambard Brunel? It may seem trivial, but are there many historical figures whose middle names are not commonly mentioned, unlike Isambard Kingdom Brunel, whose full name is widely recognised and remembered? So why is Isambard Kingdom Brunel known by his full name? But first, what did Isambard Kingdom Brunel do that was so important that he was known as one of the most ingenious and prolific figures in engineering history? Isambard Kingdom Brunel was born on April 9, 1806 in Britain Street, Portsea, Portsmouth. Though Brunel's projects were not always successful and led to failures and dead ends, they often contained innovative solutions to long-standing engineering problems. One of Brunel's earliest notable projects was his design for a suspension bridge spanning the River Avon across Avon Gorge in Bristol, England. His design was eventually chosen over a proposal by the renowned Scottish engineer Thomas Telford, leading to the construction of the Clifton Suspension Bridge. However, due to civil unrest and financial challenges in Bristol, construction of Brunel's original design was halted. The bridge was not completed until after Brunel's death, following significant revisions by English civil engineers John Hawkshaw and William Henry Barlow. As an engineer at the Bristol docks, Isambard Kingdom Brunel oversaw extensive enhancements. He notably designed dockyards and undertook design projects in Brentford, Briton Ferry, Milford Haven and Plymouth. In 1833, Brunel assumed the role of chief engineer for the Great Western Railway. His introduction of the broad gauge railway with rails spaced 2 metres or 7 feet apart sparked the well-known British Gauge War, waged between expanding railway companies in Great Britain. The broad gauge facilitated higher speeds, significantly advancing railway technology and progress. In 1844, Isambard Kingdom Brunel implemented a pneumatic propulsion system on the South Devon Railway. However, the experiment proved unsuccessful, costing significantly more to operate than steam locomotion would have, and it never functioned reliably. The pneumatic system was abandoned after less than a year. Brunel's engineering achievements extended to building over 1,600 kilometres of railway lines across the West Country, Midlands, South Wales and Ireland. He also oversaw the construction of 2 railway lines in Italy and served as an advisor on the development of railways in Australia and the Eastern Bengal Railway in India. Isambard Kingdom Brunel's earliest notable railway projects included the Box Tunnel and the Maidenhead Railway Bridge, culminating in his later works on the Chepstow Railway and Saltash Bridges, all in England. Notably, the Maidenhead Railway Bridge featured the world's flattest brick arch. Brunel's innovative use of a compressed air caisson for sinking pier foundations at this bridge contributed significantly to the adoption of compressed air techniques in underwater and underground construction. However, Brunel achieved his greatest renown through his pioneering advancements in ocean-going steamships. He made substantial contributions to marine engineering with his 3 notable vessels, the Great Western, Great Britain and Great Eastern, each holding the title of the world's largest ship upon its launch. The Great Western, a wooden paddle steamer, became the first steamship to offer regular transatlantic service. Great Britain, constructed with an iron hull, represented the first large vessel propelled by a screw propeller. However, while the screw propeller of Great Britain represented a significant long-term innovation, initially the ship faced substantial challenges. It experienced severe rolling issues and required a major refit within a few years, including the replacement of engines and propellers to make it suitable for passengers. Ironically, for most of its operational life, Great Britain relied primarily on sails in order to move. In contrast, the Great Eastern utilised both paddle wheels and screws and was the first ship to feature a double iron hull. Holding the title of the largest ship in the world for 40 years, the Great Eastern, despite its size, did not achieve success as a passenger vessel. Despite being a commercial failure, it gained renown for successfully laying the first transatlantic cable. Brunel contributed significantly to military engineering by improving large guns and designing a floating armoured barge using the attack on Kronstadt, Russia during the Crimean War in 1854. Additionally, he designed a prefabricated hospital building, assembled from parts shipped to Crimea in 1855. In light of all of this, much of Isambard Kingdom Brunel's achievements can be attributed to the early support he received from his father, Marc Isambard Brunel. He was the only son of French-British engineer Marc Isambard Brunel, and Marc Brunel himself gained renown and was knighted by Queen Victoria for his pioneering work in constructing the Thames Tunnel, the first successful tunnel built beneath a navigable river. Isambard Kingdom Brunel assumed the role of resident engineer under his father's supervision when construction of the Thames Tunnel began in 1825. He continued in this capacity until 1828, when a sudden flooding incident resulted in serious injuries and halted tunnel operations for several years due to ensuing financial challenges. During his recovery period, Brunel developed designs for a suspension bridge spanning the Avon Gorge in Bristol, England. Marc Isambard Brunel crucially preferred to be addressed simply as Isambard Brunel. To distinguish between the father and son, both influential engineers in their own right, the younger Brunel was almost always referred to by his full name, which incorporated his mother Sophia's maiden name, Kingdom. This hasn't made Jack, and if your middle name is Kingdom, please leave a comment down below.